And so, you know what? If ever if they keep this consistency, there's really a chance that they can go ahead and
drop down. Victoria Armada, we have Team Alliance going over there. Partona, I don't know how many teams will be going towards the Partona area, but Picado is another one of those vicinities where there's a lot of casualties that can occur. San Martin, the Hacienda del Petron, for that Golden Mirado, the fight, we do have to see if that's going to occur too as well, even today or not. But yes, so far, majority of the teams have already dropped. Los Leones, ASI 8, alongside of them, there's going to be, I do believe so, Skyforce that might go into that area to take that fight, but Skyforce has already dropped towards the Hacienda del Patron, so they're not going there. There's going to be a different team that will be going to the Los Leones. It's not just one, it's 2 or 3 different teams going into that particular location. Thunder Talk, you can see them on your mini screen. They have dropped, but the circle is where the whole demeanor change. The whole situation is going to change for a majority of the teams because the circle, right now, almost 50% of the circle, Annie, is inaccessible for the team. It's in the water. This does not happen in Rondo whatsoever. You have all of the circle for yourself, but over here, you have 50% of the radius of the circle in the water, meaning it's not accessible. The rest of the 50% area, the teams are not even in the closest vicinity of that. Hacienda del Patron is one of the area where Skyforce is right now residing. The fight will definitely occur, and we will do have to see in how much longer the fight will actually gonna begin in the Hacienda del Petron, because GG on the other side, they are initiating the fights, they are initiating those game and patterns of all those engagements.
Dude, look at that mini map. What is happening right now? Why is everyone here? But I like it. I like it. This is gonna be a very early game engagement. You can see already BG losing unknown 11. That's an elimination, and that's actually the third elimination for Weibo Gaming. All of a sudden, and there's still so much prey out there. So many players up for the taking. See, Weibo Gaming. We have E Arena, Tianpa. It's just an absolute mess. I don't even know where to look at this point. I think I'll just look at the kill feed with ASI taking down one player, Huge Kwai. It looks like Iron will be the one who's going to be finishing them off, but still, there's so many potential eliminations that could happen over here. And what makes it worse is that we're still 3 minutes into the game, and with so much clustering, with so much lack of resources, it's just way too early into the game to have any decent guns. Look at that SMG on AUZ from E Arena. I mean, if you have a long range kill, it's kind of hard to kind of like use that gun, and right now they're just using whatever resources that they have so early on in the game, try to go up against like at least 5 other squads nearby, and this is what makes it interesting. GG taking down Jiggle Hora, and the Xavier's Leviso is taking down one as well. Oh, Hora, what is happening? They got picked off early once again. Hora, please. They need that consistency if they don't want to stay in that number 16 on the leaderboards. We're going to be seeing a second casualty. It'll be Thunder Talk going in as the second team to get eliminated off. I think there's gonna be more definitely, especially in that cluster in the Hacienda. Right now, it's gonna be Team Secret, kind of secretly in this area. They'll have all the time in the world to go ahead and loot this place up because the real action is gonna be all the way in Hacienda.
Oh, it definitely will be in Hacienda del Patron. But 16 teams. TT, Hora Esports. Hora Esports did so good into the match number 1. They secured 12, 11 points for themselves. But after that, all of the other matches, they're struggling. Weibo Gaming, I don't know why they're shooting on their own players at this point in time, but Weibo Gaming has managed to secure for not only just 4 elimination, but also some decent number of knockdowns as well. So it's AKM versus the DBS S12K that was occurring into the area, but Weibo Gaming manages to secure all of these perimeter eliminations for themselves. 5 eliminations for Weibo Gaming. Another full team has been wiped out. That is the team Skyforce. ASI also receiving a lot of damage on their side as Perajin comes in, gets a knockdown onto the player. Now, Josefa is kind of far away alongside of Crypto, so he has no way of securing and coming into the close vicinity without receiving a lot of damage, and he does receive a lot of damage. He gets knocked down. Crypto on the top of these broken buildings, on the very top of these skyscrapers. He's looking at the player, but the question is, how far, how well, how early can you go and take those fights against the team? Because you also have to go down. You have to come in close connection with your team member and give them the revive too.
Absolutely. I don't know. With crypto, it's kind of a little bit hard, especially if you want to have to go ahead and get that revive for the rest of your players. But right now, we're going to be watching Arena going up against Tian, but I believe, and there's also Burmese ghouls nearby. It's a little bit of a mess in this area. Once again, it's still the same situation. Ooh, there's a one versus one on the staircase. Tourniquet, what just happened over there? But in the end, Aching still falls. So, I mean, the ending is over there. And speaking of ending, DK falls. We're down 14 teams left. If the next Miramar map starts like this once again, I'll be very very happy. 6 minutes into the game, 48 players remaining. I think like almost half of the players that came into the lobby are already gone. But over here, EA might be suffering just a little bit. Tourniquet has been knocked down. I think Joker got spotted as well by Burmese ghouls. Godspeed's just right around the corner. There's also Tianba right below them. Weibo Gaming as well, crawling about the place, trying to wipe this place out and get as much kills as possible. But right now, speaking of which, it's EA with the 3 eliminations already, trying to hunt down the rest of Burmese ghouls. They know there's someone on the nearby rooftops. They just don't have enough information. But right here, there's a little bit of a skirmish between Tianpa and Weibo Gaming. There's a lot of grenades coming in. It looks like Shi Hua is actually gonna be knocked down, but in the end, it's Tianpa that's gonna be eliminated off from that situation. We're down to 13 teams. Weibo Gaming still needs to revive Sauce. Shi Hua successfully got revived. There's still a 4-man team, pretty much, but they had to get up really really fast, especially since that blue zone's putting a lot of pressure on this particular part of the map, and also they have to worry about each other. Weibo Gaming Shiwai is already spotted by E Arena. Trinity trying to trade just a bunch of bullets, but they'll be falling once again. They'll need a revive, and they have to do it fast because that blue zone's eating up these 4 different teams. They need to keep moving. They have to like move if they don't want that blue zone to go put some pressure on their already very tense situation that's over here with Arena, with BG, with Weibo, and with I believe Burmese Schools is also there as well.
That is absolutely true. But 8 minutes have passed, ladies and gentlemen, and 5 teams have been eliminated from the match. 5 total teams that have been eliminated are the names of Tiamba, Skyforce, TT, Hora, and DX. And once again, more fights are occurring into the vicinity, into the area, as you can see. Into the kill feed, player were getting engaged into the fight, but oh my god, what is going on? Okay, the circle gone to the mainland area. Okay, that's good. But Hacienda still being aggressed by all of these team members. Nobody is disengaged. This is not looking good. You have to make sure that at this point in time that you go and play a really, really safe game. And this is not a safe game whatsoever. The players are getting knocked out. Alliance player is right now down. There is also DRX with 1 player that is knocked out into the vicinity. Big Mama, Big Papa together, and Mama needs to get that revive. But Irina, Nosy, beautiful. That's a knockdown and a finish on Arena, and they're done and out of the game.
Oh my gosh, but it's not over just yet. Team Secret trying to finally finding the first engagement over here. I mean, I think second engagement at this point. They already have 4 eliminations. Alliance does have the high ground. Jackie's in a pretty bad spot, if you ask me, but it's gonna be a 1 versus 1. Jackie, took so much damage, but Juka is still up and about. I don't know if they can go ahead and give that revive. It's a pretty bad spot to be in. I mean, GK is just surrounded by the rest of Alliance. I think there's absolutely no chance. But over here, we're seeing DRX, and there's also Alpha Gaming nearby, an inner circle. just right around the corner as well. So there's a lot of factions in this area over here, and so there's a lot of possibilities that could happen. And just to say, Inner Circle did pop up so much in that previous map. All of a sudden, I mean, they were kind of just sitting in page number 2 for the longest while until previous game when all of a sudden they shoot up all the way at number 5. And so let's see what they're made of right now. Noki got knocked down, getting a bit of damage, but oh my gosh, Alliance 6042 was not in a good spot whatsoever, and that is the end of Alliance. And now it's just down to 2 teams at this area. It's gonna be DRX and IC, but DK is also trying to crawl and try to be the third, or rather the fourth party in this situation. We can see a bunch of bullets coming in. It's also trying to see if they can go ahead and try for a little bit more elimination points from this situation. So let's see what DK will be doing really, really soon.
Yeah, we do have to see what's going to happen from this point onward. IC has lost one of their players. He is bleeding out. From this point onward, Big Papa, he's looking with the Mini 14, 8 times go, but he has low bullets. He is the low on bullets for the 5.56. Going to take out the M416, and we do have to see what's going to happen. So far, IC is also being aggressed upon by APG. APG has 2 players, one direction and the other one. The other side, we are seeing some casualties going around as T24 throws a grenade and Zil gets taken down. It's a knockdown on the player, and with this, we will have to see what's going to happen, what's going to occur from this point onward, how player is going to take that fight and engagement. IC, you have to push, you have to come in close. The grenades are coming, nobody's getting damaged again, and the player easily being revived. Another grenade goes over, and Zil once again is on his knees.
Absolutely. Ooh, Alpha Gaming Rifles is really, really low, and health is not a good place to be. And I think we're going to be seeing that pick off really, really soon. Doc is also quite low on health, but Stand is still standing, but on less than half health. Rifles falls. Doc might be next. Ooh, Doc manages to heal up just in time. Zio's getting revived as of the moment. So I think Alpha Gaming still lives to see another day. But Inner Circle's nearby. I mean, Inner Circle's down to 2 players, but still, it's still maybe enough to go ahead and give up a fight just a little bit. And also, Team Secrets might be suffering just a little now that they're down to 1 player left, and they're not in a very good position at this moment. But yeah, Inner Circle's still up in the game. Looks like they'll be moving towards the western side, but ASI Crypto is also nearby. Just beyond the blue circle, not in a very good spot, especially with Good Game trying to go ahead and just gatekeep that. And with that, it actually boils down to getting gatekept completely. They got lost to the blue zone, and AE is also getting picked off as well. And AE, by the way, just got dethroned by ASI8 by 1 point, but both teams got eliminated off. So question mark might be a possibility that Weibo Gaming, if they survive long enough, they might be able to overtake ASI8 or Alter Ego. So even then, Good Game also has a chance. There's still a full squad. DK as well might be a little bit far off, but with enough elimination points and placement points, there's also a possibility that they can overthrow the number 1 and number 2. There's a lot of possibilities. This is what I said a while ago. There's no total domination. The highest points is 35 despite having 3 maps already passed. Now 4. This is the 4th map. And so still lots of things can happen, and it gives the opportunity for teams on the page number 2 to kind of like all of a sudden jump off by many points and many rankings as well. So right now we're watching D plus Kia. They have 4 eliminations already spread out between each team member, and now there's Good Game nearby. Good Game, by the way, winning that previous winner chicken dinner. So I'm really excited to see how they'll perform up against D plus Kia, as well as there was another team nearby. I think they're gonna be joining in as the 3rd party as well.
God, it is the top 9, ladies and gentlemen. The top 9 is happening. GG's in the front lines, and D plus Kia is taking a look at them, is taking a piece out of them. But Noibu is finally receiving some damage from Nong X. The player gets into the car, he drives it into the reverse, but instantly gets a lot of damage connected on his side. He is low. He is in dire need of the medical assistant, but Noibu, after healing himself, he's back to the 75. Not 75, a little low from the 75, so he did receive a lot of more damage. Even that, Fabian is also receiving damage from Ranzer. At this point in time, the QBZ is making decent connections, but APG and Team IC, the fight that we witnessed a while ago, it's finally continuing once again, and IC is on the short end of the stick. Ranzer finally leaving this proximity, getting out of the circle, closing in, but finally getting that spray on, connected, knocked down, finished off, and GG is going to lose their first player from this point onward. GG has done an amazing, tremendous job from zero to hero. They are the real heroes at this point in time. For the past 2-3 matches, they were struggling so much, but the moment the Erengel stopped, it almost stopped. They decided to yeah, it's our time now. And IC has also been eliminated. For beautiful eliminations for the Team APG at this point in time, 22 points. So far in the overall top 8 it is. Even after anyone gets eliminated now, at least you're gonna have 1 placement point from this placement onward. Weibo Gaming 31 points. You just need 4 or 5 more points to secure that number 1 spot for yourself. Alter Ego was on the number 1, but now ASI8 has decided that yes, they are the one that's gonna have that number 1 spot. Even GG, look at that, Annie. GG has that spot to secure that number 1 placement if they manage to secure 5-6 more elimination points and secure in the top 5.
No kidding. That's actually a very, very big possibility. I mean, we're talking about ASI 8 versus GG. That is a 6 point difference only. And the fact is, ASI 8's already eliminated off while GG still has 3 years left. There's some players left on the field, so that's a decent amount of eliminations if ever GG gets the upper hand on these last final engagements. But right now, Deepalski, I think they're suffering just a little bit with Fabian falling, getting knocked down, but Chips is still alive. The previous MVP, so we're definitely try to kind of watch out for this guy. And DRX is still up in the running as well. They have a high ground, but not really seeing much damage or